Hey, you. Don't turn it down.
What?
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
And now they don't want to sponsor it.
No, they still do. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.com.
Squarespace.com.
You know what Squarespace does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make it really easy for people, idiots, in fact, to make awesome, aesthetically pleasing, very functional websites.
That's right.
High quality websites.
They're making programmers and designers obsolete one step at a time.
You monsters.
Luckily for normal people who need online portfolios, blogs, even stores. If you ever were considering trying to build your own website but you just didn't know how, Squarespace.com is the way to do it. How does it work? Well, if you go to squarespace.com/ifiwereyou, for as little as $8 a month, they will help you build your website and give you a custom domain URL. And not only that, but if you go to that website, that URL that we gave you, and put coupon code Amir, we'll also throw in another 10% off.
Wow.
So that's a great deal, I think.
Yeah, it's actually highway robbery.
But actually,
you're robbing them.
If you're saying, that's not enough, I don't want just a website out of it. How are people going to go to it? This is what we're going to throw in.
How dare your negative attitude, but
this is what we're throwing in right here. We're going to promote the website every time we do a Squarespace plug. So, for example, last time we did it, we said that, and 3 lovely people made websites using Squarespace. Don't believe us? Check out peoplethinkingthings.com. or gctvcomedy.com, or talkingheadpodcasts.com. And we're going to link to those sites on ifiwereyoushow.com, so we're going to give you free publicity. You're going to get a free custom URL, and it's all going to be for that low, low price of $8 a month minus 10% for putting in that coupon code. Which is my name, Amir. Oh, I don't get that reference.
Forget it.
Don't get that reference.
Sorry.
Hey, this is If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet, hosted by us. I'm Amir.
And I'm Jake.
And
I'm Emily.
That's
right. A guest, our first ever.
No.
Oh.
First in a while, though.
First in a while.
We did tell her she was going to be the first guest ever.
Yeah.
And then I did some research and I saw Ricky had been on it.
Right, he was the first guest ever.
So then I refused to do the podcast. I was so insulted.
And then you realized Streeter had done it.
Yeah.
And you just didn't want to be an even-numbered guest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then she realized Allison had done it.
So then she dropped out again.
Right.
And then she realized maybe this whole even-odd thing doesn't even make sense.
And we also offered her money.
Yeah.
Right. That
Our
was
first
the main
ever
reason.
paid guest. You hear that, Ricky, Allison, and Streeter? If you guys are listening,
$1,500 a pop. Who wants in?
$1,500 a question. It's just depending how many she can get through.
Lightning round. One time. Let's go.
We gotta say who submitted that tight flow.
Oh yeah, the theme song that you just heard. Our first rap theme song, maybe.
I guess last week was or 2 weeks ago was sort of like
R&B,
smooth R&B.
Yeah,
jam.
this one was from a guy named Jake Ayala. He called it an original freestyle, but do you think that's true?
I think it sounded scripted, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but aren't most raps like they say it's a freestyle, but like it's actually scripted?
I don't know. Is that something most rappers say?
No.
Lil Wayne doesn't write anything down.
Yeah,
that's just because he doesn't know how to write.
No, it's because he doesn't write because he doesn't have time.
Yeah.
To quote the
Is that a real
tones
thing?
of Lil Wayne, yeah.
I don't have time to write.
Yeah, I think he has a line that he's like,
Just spits it.
I don't write because I don't got time.
What's the most famous Lil Wayne song?
My favorite is Kush. I don't know if that's the most famous.
Lollipop?
Yeah.
Maybe
Make me like a lollipop.
Or he's got the one that's like, I got the good cushion alcohol.
Oh, that's a new one.
I got some down bitches I could
Drake's on
fuck.
that.
Whoa. I'd write that down.
I don't give a fuck about y'all haters, man, as long as my bitches love me.
What was that?
Yeah.
That's the
that
second part of
song.
that song, except I sing it bad because Emily's better than me.
Oh my
Because my
God.
bitches actually love me.
Right. She doesn't give a fuck about those haters, man.
You're powered by your own bitches.
Yeah.
So the way this podcast works is that people email us in their little difficult situations, and we do our best to offer our advice.
This is us pitching Emily. So will you stay in the room?
Please? I mean, you already made it all the way to Rec Room.
Yeah, that's true. But I was bound and gagged, so it was an easy trip.
We just unblindfolded
So it was an easy
you.
trip.
It was
It
an
was
easy
actually,
trip.
it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
I was in a
Being
trunk, so,
carried
like-
by 2 men.
I can't believe no one on the subway stopped us.
If you see something, say nothing.
Motherfucker.
Isn't that the culture that we live in here?
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
In New York, shitty.
So do you want to just dive right in?
Yeah, we already thank you, Rec Room. Let's just thank them one more time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Recroom.tv.
That's the reason that this sounds so smooth.
Smells so smooth.
And it also smells so smooth.
It smells pretty good in here.
Yeah, it smells better than my apartment.
Right, because we kind of just fart in your apartment.
Yeah, and I would never fart here.
Yeah. Are you trying?
You need to put in a little
Okay, this is our first email.
Ever.
First email ever. We finally got around to answering it. No, it's not really our first email ever. It's our first email of the show, and we're going to give this person a fake name to preserve his anonymity, and I'll go with Harry.
Harry.
Wow.
This is a little bit of a long one, so stay tuned.
Holy shit, Harry. That was off the cuff there then?
And he did it, and he didn't write it.
Oh boy, where'd that come from?
By the way, none of these emails are written. They're all submitted by Lil Wayne to us. By Lil Wayne.
You mean they're all spit by Lil Wayne to us?
Yeah, all right, Wheezy's going to come in here and spit this next email, this next conundrum.
Hello.
And he's a millionaire then?
I met a female dragon. Had a fat conversation.
Oh, shit, we're just going to do
We're
Drake's.
fly.
Can we just do Drake's album?
I really have to listen to more rappers than just Macklemore. I feel like I'm
Skeet.
maybe missing
Water
out.
gun.
All right, ready?
Yeah, go.
This one comes from Harry. So there's this hot Asian chick I've known for a while who I assumed was into me. And my girlfriend who I live with went away for a week with her mom. The same weekend she went away, my friend had a birthday party at a club and this Asian chick was invited too, and we ended up drunk hooking up on the club. She wanted to come back to my place, but only couldn't because her sister was with her. She said that she wanted to come over to fuck sometime this week while my girlfriend was gone. At the time, being drunk and all, I was into it, but now I feel like I probably shouldn't. But I still really want to. I'm like 99% sure this girl would be cool with it and my girlfriend wouldn't find out. She knows my situation and is cool with just hooking up. I know I should be faithful, but it's not like I've always been anyway. Plus, I don't think my GF would get that pissed even if she found out, even though she definitely wouldn't like it. I feel like only two fucking studs like you can help me out of this jam. Also, Emily, please help.
Studette.
Love, Harry.
Can I just
Okay.
quote Lil Wayne here?
Yeah, please.
Shorty wanna fuck.
Well,
I think actually, really, the only offensive part of that email is that he just kept calling her this Asian chick.
that's what really offended you as
Yeah.
a female.
Asian chick.
Everything else is totally fine, but
Well-
just like
Well, what about the subject of the email, which I will read now? Should I bone this chick?
oh, he
love
was
that he
able to
tried-
see past race in the subject.
He tried to appeal to our he tried to compliment us at the end, just so we don't call him an asshole
Yeah.
like he is. You guys are studs. No, you're you're a piece of shit, man.
He's so oddly logical about this. He's like, I think she would still like it. I think this girlfriend would definitely do it, and my girlfriend would never find out. He's like, yeah, that's what cheating is. The
Right.
girl would like it, and your girlfriend
Yeah.
would never find out. The question is, are you big enough of an asshole to actually go through
Apparently,
with it?
because he's also said it's not like I've been faithful all the time, anyways. But the girlfriend you live with her. She's my girlfriend that I live with. So you.
Yeah, but she conveniently takes trips with her mom all the time.
Oh, maybe
At
the
which point
girlfriend.
I have week-long bone fests.
I wonder if trips with the mom is in air quotes. Maybe she's out getting
Yeah.
boned too by some Asian dude.
Yeah, well, that's what
That's
this guy is
true.
telling himself, so that he has a get out of guilt free card to bone this Asian chick.
That's not the way get out guilt free cards work, man. I
What?
cheat on people all the time, and
you
if
don't-
somebody cheated on me once, I'd be destroyed.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So if you cheated on, or if a girlfriend cheated on you, you'd be destroyed.
Yeah, I'd be really upset.
What if a girlfriend went on a trip with her mom?
I would be destroyed.
Why aren't I invited on this trip?
So it's just you and your mom? You're cheating on me with
You
her.
and your mom in one hotel room is what
Who are
you're
you
telling
closer
me.
with? Your mom or me? Answer that question.
I wonder what makes some people able to cheat on people. Is it a genetic thing, or is it how you were raised? Like some people never cheat,
think,
and
you
some people
asshole,
always
you
cheat.
piece of shit. You think my parents raised me to be a cheater?
No, I don't. I think
You're offended by the fact that your parents raised you to be a cheater, but you're not offended by the fact that you're a cheater.
No, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I know that.
Don't drag my parents
I just
into
think
this.
my parents are great. I turned out like this despite their best efforts.
it was video games. I swear to God.
My sisters, my brother, all amazing people, not cheaters. Me, I'm a piece of shit.
Hey, 5 non-cheaters out of 6 is a very high success rate.
Yeah.
I honestly think that my sincere advice. Do we give sincere advice?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
My sincere advice would just be like, I don't know, leave your girlfriend. It doesn't really sound like it's like, like you can cheat and that's, maybe that's fun, but even more fun would just be to have sex with who you want to have sex with.
But
Wouldn't
maybe
it be
that's
awesome
not
to
as
like have
exciting.
sex with this Asian girl and not feel like you needed to cover it up?
But isn't there a
Yeah.
little bit of an excitement factor?
I don't know, because having sex is it's fun, and it's also I like it. I think it's fun to do it again, and I think it's fun for it not to be like a scary secret that you can't talk to your friends about.
Yeah, I think sex has an excitement factor that you can sort of ride off.
Right, sex is exciting enough. Like an illicit affair isn't actually that exciting.
Yeah.
Have
Maybe
you ever
this-
cheated? You don't have to answer that.
If you don't want to.
I only in my youth.
We're like,
I'm an old maid now.
Like only to one boyfriend, and it was just because we were like long distance.
right, you were on the outs.
We were on the outs.
It wasn't like
I
you were
was long
living.
distance.
You're living with somebody, and as soon as she left, not to mention, it was the first fucking weekend.
By the way, he already cheated on her.
Right.
In the
Yeah.
story, he cheated. He
still had-
drunkenly hooked up.
It happened so quickly that he still had the entire week to fuck the Asian girl. It wasn't even like he wrestled with anything. It was just like, night one, girlfriend's out of town, I'm cheating on her.
Yeah.
Do I cash in on this girl who's down to come over the rest of the week while I have this empty apartment?
And
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I would say like just do it, because probably
this is insane.
I'm gonna say here's
just do it.
Dude, if
How
she
dare
wasn't
they?
Asian, I would be saying different advice, I promise you, but it's rare.
She's
Here's the
guy.
question.
You get an Asian dime like that.
A 10 yuan
sexy
cent
Asian
piece.
chick?
I'm just gonna say just do it, because it sounds like your relationship isn't good anyways.
Right,
Yeah, so this will force you to break up. Like, do it, and I hope you get caught.
I'm with Emily's original advice, which is just break up with your
leave the
girlfriend. You
relationship.
clearly don't. I mean, you mentioned that the girlfriend wouldn't even be that upset if she found out. Is that something you said?
No, yeah,
he
she said, I don't think my GF would even get that pissed if she found out.
Right. Both of you
Well,
guys should not be in a relationship.
Yeah,
If that's
definitely.
Or talk to
definitely.
her about having an open relationship, which is an option.
Yeah, do that. I don't know who that works for, but it just does for some people.
Does
maybe.
it? Does it ever work out, an open relationship?
A lot of people think it's just like a fallacy, but I don't know. How can I judge other people's relationships?
Right. It must work for some people. There
It
are some
works for
people
some
it works
people.
for.
And it works forever? Like, yeah, we're just in an open relationship and
I
it
know,
all
I
works
bet-
out?
I don't
Well, I
know.
bet you
It wouldn't
there's-
work for me.
I'm sure there's problems and things that you have to wrestle with, but you have to wrestle with things with monogamy too.
Yeah.
Relationships are never easy.
God, how does there's rules, right? Sometimes it's you have to tell me, and sometimes it's just as long as you never tell me.
Right. I mean, I've been in both where people are like,
You've been in open relationships?
yeah.
Were they a long distance, so we're open, or?
Not really. They were sort of sex buddies.
You know what
to
it was? It was
dating.
open on your end, but not on
Well,
hers.
any relationship
Yeah,
I'm in is
an
open on my
yeah.
end. It's just,
It's a one-way
do we
mirror.
tell people or not?
And I never do.
I mean, no, I think there's in any open relationship I've ever been in where there were ones where we can hook up with other people, just let me know, or there's don't ask, don't tell, do your thing, don't let me know. I always do my thing and don't let them know. 'Cause,
Yeah. The hard part is telling them.
Right.
And you
even
never
if they're
want to do the hard part.
yeah, you can hook up with people if you want. If they knew just the sheer amount of people I was going after trying to hook up with.
If they knew how desperate I was at the bar, how late I stayed at the bar, how even when the
many texts
barkeep
I
was trying
sent
to
out.
kick me out, I tried to hook up with him.
Oh man, that's happened. Do you want to know the saddest hookup story? No, it wasn't a hookup. I was like,
It is the saddest. It's not necessarily.
Actually, no, I'll
You
tell you after the
are
show.
like a
No,
dog.
tell me
You're like
now.
a dog who has a home, but goes after food like a stray dog.
This dog just loves to eat.
You're like a cat that gets out and impregnates the 13 other cats in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You have 40 litters.
What was the sad story?
I was really, really drunk trying to like go home with this girl at a bar, and I failed. I wandered home, which I should have just like gone inside. But at the time I was living in the East Village. I had a girlfriend at this point in my life.
What year was this? Just so I can mentally place what's what.
I don't want to say because I'm afraid like it'll get back to, well, like she knows. It was like 2000.
Was she same city or not?
No.
Okay.
It was like 2007 or 8.
Oh, okay.
So I walked home, had a girlfriend, should not have been even out trying to hook up with people, but failed. Outside my door, I was throwing up. I was approached by a prostitute who I still to this day, I'm not sure if it was male or female. Some kind of masculine woman. Yeah. So she started grabbing my penis, and I was like throwing up, and I was like, no. And then I like got to the door with my key, had a second thought, and turned around, and then wandered around the entire block looking for the transvestite so I could hook up with him or her.
And if you found him,
if I found him or her, I would have probably just like done something. Thank God I never. But like the saddest thing is that I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your life was a movie, that would smash cut to the next scene would be you in AA.
I finally turned my life around and get help. But hey, since it's not a movie, it's just a real life tragedy. 4 years later, here I am. Probably going to do that this weekend.
Smash cut to the most depressing reality, the present, and having learned literally 0 things in the last 6 years.
Sorry, Mom, for not warning you to turn it down beforehand.
I retroactively.
Oh, wait, that's what your mom listened?
Every single episode.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You have an open relationship with your mom, though.
Yeah.
The open line of communication.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
My advice is to not cheat on your girlfriend.
But
Yeah,
and you
I
think
mean,
you should
that's
stay
also-
together? You think you should stay with her though?
I guess tell your girlfriend if the only way to stay together is if you tell your girlfriend every single time you transgressed and she forgives you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're kind of all agreed. Either, like, be totally honest with her or just break up.
Right.
There we go. Then it is decided.
Then it is agreed. We need a gong.
Boom.
Next question.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, stop that. You loser. Now I feel really bad for you.
That's what he was screaming after the tranny prostitute. trying to get his wand to raise. That'd be such a good line if you couldn't get it up. Just pathetically.
Can you do some kind of spell to raise my little wand here?
A spell.
I got the magic stick. I really do.
All right, question number 2. Actually, we're out of time. Yeah, that was weird.
Damn.
Shit. All right, question number 2. We'll call her Hermione.
Hermione.
So, the guy I've been dating and I have been having sex. I always mess up these. So the guy I've been dating and I.
He just sees the word sex and gets nervous.
See if you're a bad. I want to see if you're a bad reader, or I want to see if like this is actually hard.
All right, here we go. Right. I really hope you.
I'm really bad at reading. Like.
It's hard. Right. Okay, go. Don't look.
If I do well, then like I'm just gonna be the new reader.
Yeah, until you mess up, and then it switches to Emily.
So the guy I've been dating and I have been. Oh, that is tough.
I have to show
Shorty wanna something.
No, this is not fair. Something. You know what? It's a goddamn typo. Okay. It's a typo.
Okay. I'm not looking. Okay, now I'm seeing. So the guy I've been dating and I have been having sex for a while now. Okay, I read it correctly.
You didn't read the sentence correctly. That is wrong. The guy I've been dating.
Yeah.
And
I have been having. Oh, no, that's right.
The guy I've been dating and I have been having sex with for a while now.
I feel like that's bad grammar.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
All right, clean it up and keep reading.
Okay. So the guy I've been dating and have been having sex with for a while now. Mm-hmm. And recently, okay, this is just messed up. So, okay, so basically she's dating him and she's having sex with him.
So the dude I've been fucking for a while.
Boom.
Okay. Recently he said, and I quote, "While I appreciate that you take your time and effort to shave, I think we would both benefit if you started getting waxed instead. I love you, but this could be a huge downer on our relationship. It's a real dick thing to say, but I really love this guy. So what should I do? Wax the V or dump the D? Nice little
great ending.
Yeah, great ending.
Nice little poem, yeah.
Why is
I'm
it
like
that big
really
of a
nervous
deal?
to answer this question.
Yeah, I know. I actually think I'm going to sit
We have
back.
like a girl in the room.
I know, but
definitely the authority right now.
I'm going to sit back and let you guys answer before I weigh in.
I'm going to
say-
sound naive and say it doesn't matter if it's shaved or waxed or a little bit grown in.
A personal preference of like I don't have one. I'm with you. Like it doesn't matter to me. But if this guy like if he's in love and has like something that gets him off, I think he was at least polite in asking.
Well, he's asking. He wants it to be bone bald, which it is, but he wants it to be done in a different way.
I think that's a big ask. But I also don't know like.
He might be asking though. It might be that she just like shaves like her bikini line and he wants it all gone.
Oh, like from.
And so he's like saying like, oh, it'd be sexy
from
me.
bush to bald.
But he might just be like, I don't like there's stubble or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, wax is like fucking very, very bare.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think he's an asshole for asking.
Not really though. If they're in a committed relationship and he has a preference.
He said, I appreciate the time, but I don't know. Saying it's a huge downer for both of us, sort of like. No.
That is kind of manipulative.
It's clearly not a downer for her.
Yeah, my advice is getting waxed hurts a lot, but so does breaking up.
Wow,
that's beautiful.
So I guess like whichever. Thank you.
So break
Thank
up.
you. Okay, only Amir, you didn't join him. Applause. Thanks.
Okay, so you'd rather break up? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I personally get waxed and it hurts like fuck. But I just do it because it's what's most convenient. I will say it is really convenient. You don't have to shave anymore, and that's great.
Wait, how long do you not have to shave for?
You don't have to shave for like a month.
All right.
You basically
Sorry,
go
man.
in.
I'm a little less naive about that process than you are, apparently.
I've never gotten my pussy waxed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You've
never been with someone that, like-
But I didn't know that waxing is that intense, that it is that much more. It removes the hair for longer than shaving.
Yeah.
Right.
It
But I mean,
just,
like when you're dating someone who waxes, I think like as a guy, you're kind of acutely aware of how painful a process it is. It's like it's expensive too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
because
It's
she
not-
like after a wax, she like waddles back and
Right.
can't have sex.
You can't
for a
have
day.
sex. And I mean,
And then next time you see it, it's like a poor little like spanked chihuahua.
right.
It's too graphic. You need
Like
to edit
Jake?
that out. Like Jake.
I'm a waxed vagina. I really am. A stray waxed vagina that loves food.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I would say to her, like watch out. That's kind of manipulative language. But if you trust him, like I'd say go try it. And if it works out for you, then that's a win-win. And if it doesn't, then you just are like, yeah, sorry, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I think you're in control of the situation. I think
Yeah.
this dude, if you decide that you don't want to and say that, and he's like still acts like a dick, then get out.
Yeah.
But if you like him enough to give it a try, then maybe.
Yeah, you might try it and like it. If he specifically is like, I want you to have a landing strip, then he probably is a creep. I feel like
But what about like a triangle or a smiley face?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We've gotten other questions that are sort of like this, where like some guys like actually, it's not like about being a dick. Some people just have fetishes. Like some girls, girls
Yeah,
have
that's
them
true.
too.
I'm
Like
being like rude.
no, I mean you're not, because it's sort of weird to like put that on somebody to be like
Yeah.
my fetish. Like people have I know there are like guys like to be penetrated with dildos or something, or like people like to be pissed
Yeah.
on. And that's.
Yeah, but that
that doesn't
hurt.
turn me on. But like,
that
what if
doesn't
I
hurt.
fell in love with someone and she was like, "Hey, I want you to like slap me on the face during sex." Like that doesn't get me off, but I love her and I want her to like have a good orgasm.
But this
Yeah, but
waxing hurts.
this is her being like, I want to slap you in the face. during
Yeah.
sex.
Right. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But instead of slapping you, I want to pour hot wax on you and pull your pubic hair out
Yeah.
during sex.
Which
And
I
then
think I would say, then the advice is the same. I would be like, all right, try slapping me in the face. We'll see like how much I dislike it. We'll see how much better you like it. And maybe if there's like some kind of balance where like I can do this as a treat to you every once in a while.
I've been told that sleeping with me is like getting your vagina waxed. Like, you know how my dick gets like hot waxy sticky.
You have like
I have like fly paper.
Right, you sort of like have a soldering iron and a hot glue gun of a dick.
On the underneath side of my shaft, it's like hot fly paper.
Yeah.
Right?
And so instead of
also your sheets are the little paper that they use in hospital rooms.
yeah, it's a thin wax paper.
Thin wax paper.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
also
Isn't your
adds
bedroom
to the
just a kiln?
experience.
Yeah, well, my floor is a glue trap, like a mouse glue trap, and then a wax paper bed,
What is
and
this
then my
bit? Are you-
boiling hot shaft.
You're like a serial killer. This is so.
Yeah, he's serial killing pussy.
Oh,
If
you're
that's
crazy
a crime,
for this one, Rick.
Good advice.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Although I think we could have properly told her how to wax her vagina even without Emily being here.
Because that's what we did. Told her how to wax her
We
vagina.
told her exactly how to
I
wax.
much
will
does it
say,
cost?
don't try to do it yourself.
Yeah, home waxing.
Oh my god, no. It usually costs like, depending on like, you can find places that'll do it for like $30, but then like some of like the nicer places are like $50, but they hurt less. But I actually find it to be kind of an interesting experience because like you're facing pain. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, that's cool. Fearless.
So yeah, I always kind of feel like,
It's like a little
I always kind of
tattoo.
feel like Arya Stark or something like that. I'm just like-
Arya Stark would never get her vagina waxed.
That's true. But I always feel like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I am made of Stark blood.
How many rips is
wolf.
it? How many rips is it?
Jesus.
God,
What
so
would you
many.
guess? 3?
Yeah, you guys guess.
Oh, interesting. I guess I saw Kevin Corrigan get his entire chest waxed, and that was a lot. I guess 6.
It's more.
More
Wow.
than 6.
Yeah, well, it all depends because you can either get everything gone or you can just get like a bikini wax or you can leave that little landing strip.
right.
Full Brazilian is they wax your butthole too, right?
They go. Actually, that's what hurts the least.
The butthole.
The butthole hurts the least.
That's actually sort of a little dessert.
It's kind of like,
kinda
yeah.
nice.
It's a cupcake.
Whenever she
Just
flips
thinking.
me over, I'm like, oh, thank God it's over. Oh, thank God.
Wow. I guess you know what we should do is
We should get our
waxed.
genitals waxed.
Let's see what's up.
that could be a live podcast or something, or like a video episode.
Yeah, your special guest can be
Guys
the
can get
Russian
waxed,
woman
right?
who's waxing you.
Guys, can a guy go to a waxing place and they'll be like, just wax my
Yeah, they'll
nuts?
wax. When I was like 19, I went with my girlfriend at the time and like was making jokes about how
Brian was just shaking his head. He's gotten waxed before.
He's not?
No, he's kidding. I totally fell for it.
Brian's our
like,
sound
Brian,
engineer
you
sitting in
devil.
rec room right now.
Yeah.
Brian.
And wow, look at that pubic mound. It is porcelain
Wow.
smooth.
He's
Stop
showing
flashing
us
us.
the
Oh
smooth.
my
He is
God.
like David.
He's pressing it against the glass and it sounds like a squeegee. It's so it's so rubbery smooth.
Stop
It sounds like a dry windshield wiper when it's not raining against the
Are you making that noise?
Yeah.
Wait, do that again. That really does sound like a creaky little bed or something.
I can't help it. I love squeaks and creaks.
That's Hey, I'm Emily. I love squeaks, creaks,
Squeaks,
and anything that
creaks, just
shrieks.
silly noises.
All right, are we done there?
Yeah.
Are we getting waxed?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
think you guys really should do it.
We'll do an episode where we're getting waxed and we have
I
to
did do
act
that. I
as
got
though.
STD tested for this podcast.
Well, yeah. So we'll do another healthy genital thing.
Actually, I don't think it's healthy to get. I'm not getting waxed.
Well,
I'm not going to do
I'm
that.
saying we should do
It
one.
won't be
Does
unhealthy.
it take more than 15 minutes?
No, it takes like I mean, I don't know how much hair you guys have, but
Right,
it's
I mean-
like short. It's like 5 minutes.
So
not
we could
doing
do
it
it during the podcast, and like we'll try to like keep our
I'm not
voices
doing this
down.
because I don't think it's. I'm doing it. I'm terrified of it. That's the scary. This is why I would never, as a guy, I would never ever ask my girlfriend to wax anything. It's just like, oh, go experience pain and spend money. If she wants to do that, if she does that on her own, I'm cool with that too. But like, I think it's rude to be like get waxed. If you like a hairless pussy, let her shave if she doesn't want.
Yeah,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I didn't come to the conclusion to get waxed because some boyfriend was like, get waxed or I'll leave you for a sexier woman. I was just
Right, it's
like,
like you do
I'll
it.
try
You said
this.
you're lazy. Like you'd rather have
Yeah, exactly,
just like
it's laziness.
go through the pain, but be done
Yeah.
for like a month.
It's good that you don't want to be rude to the girlfriend that you're cheating on. All right. So here's
He's like, yeah,
question
if
number.
she won't wax for me, I will just cheat on her with someone who does.
I don't want to
Like,
be rude to her face. I
will
don't
be
care
rude
about
behind her back.
about behind her back destroying her.
bit by
What don't
bit.
you understand
with her
about
best
that?
friend.
All right.
I wax her best friend myself.
Question number. Is this question number 3?
Three,
wow,
yeah.
we're good. This is good. I was gonna say we're taking our sweet ass time, but we're finding truth. We're finding
just read the question. Okay. You loser.
Dear dudes, I'm wondering. Oh, this one
Dudette.
And Dudette. This one comes from. We'll call him Ron. I'm wondering how many gay experiences you have to have before you are considered at least part gay. To be honest, I've had 4, not counting the immature ones before I was 15. Jake just did a spit take. I don't think I'm gay, but certain people have told me I am, including my stepbrother, my music teacher, my friend Miggy. It's true that certain sexual parts...
Did you make up that name, or was Miggy real?
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have told his real name. Whatever. He wrote it. It's true that certain sexual parts excite me, but I don't really like the rest of being gay, like the touchiness or the Wednesday night shopping. What do you guys think? In 2013, can a guy enjoy some parts of the gay lifestyle without going all in? Let me know if you will be answering this question. Thanks, Ron. P.S. I don't watch gay porn, just regular.
What?
I mean, I'm gonna say like you just sound bisexual, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does?
I think I'm just like amused by this question because it's clearly so dumb.
He's had
also, I love the terminology part gay.
Part gay.
Mom, Dad, I'm part gay.
I am sort of in the
love
closet.
that his music teacher told him he was gay.
Well, it was right after
after he blew him.
Your music teacher doesn't have to tell you that you're gay. You just have to have one, and you just sort of know.
There's the Kinsey scale of sexuality.
Oh, really?
Or like homosexuality, where like some people are 0, some people are 6. I think it's 0 to 6. So like 6 is full on gay, only like same sex. That's the only thing they can get off on. And some people are 0 or 1, and that's like only straight, only hetero. And then some people are just actually most people fall somewhere on the spectrum, like in the middle.
Yeah, but don't you think if this was a girl, we'd be like, yeah, she can still be straight. She's only made out with 4 other chicks.
I guess it's different for guys, but I mean, there are bisexual guys too.
Yeah. I think it's okay. I would say the only advice I would give based on this one is be careful about like the self-loathing stuff. Like, cause like, right. If you are to borrow your terminology, part gay, like you shouldn't be like ashamed or stereotyping like people who are gay. You should,
Right. Especially if he's like, I'm down to fuck dudes, but I don't like shopping. Like, okay, then it sounds like you're gay and have a bad perception of gay people.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not only gay, but you're homophobic too.
Yeah, you can't be gay and homophobic. Or actually, I guess that's like where a lot of homophobia comes from too.
Oh yeah, like you hate yourself.
And I also think that like the fact that he sort of sounds a little self-loathing of like or like a little like judgmental of like gay culture makes me think that maybe he's totally gay and isn't fully accepting it in himself, which is like something you should be aware of could be happening.
Yeah, try to work through that.
Yeah.
And it's totally cool to be gay.
What are you talking about?
I'm not even saying it's okay to be gay.
Okay,
it's
good.
It's cool to be gay.
It's awesome.
I actually used to lie about being a lesbian all the time. I've always wanted to be a lesbian. When I was in high school, I would lie. When I went to college, I like told everyone in the beginning, or no, it was like the first
You went
day.
out with a girl for a year and just never hooked up with her.
I was playing around. I thought it would be cool to get married to a girl.
But like when I like first met a couple people, it was like, it's like when you like try to like change, like come up with a new nickname when you go to college or something like that. I just was like, I'll be cooler and people want to know me more if I'm a lesbian. Right. And then I was like, I can't really lie about who I am.
Lesbian. There's like something different about me. That's cool.
Yeah.
See if you can convert me, guy.
It works every single time.
You cheated on so many boyfriends that way. What's your advice? Do you think he could be part gay?
Yeah, it is. There is a thing called part gay, and it's just being bisexual. That's not a.
How many guys do you think you have to hook up with before you would consider something being part gay?
Since being immature, after his immature phase of hooking up with a lot of guys before the age of 15, 4. So he hit it.
Right. Oh yeah, you hooked up with a lot of guys before he was 15.
Yeah, but that was his immature phase.
Huh. See, even that language, you gotta love all parts of yourself. If there's one thing I leave you guys with,
I'm always
holding a gun up to her head. No, that's true. Very beautiful advice.
Yeah.
What is it?
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Be okay with yourself. This is actually, I want to talk about this. This is sort of a Burning Man mentality.
Oh, Jesus
I'm serious.
Christ.
Everybody isn't accepted. Everybody is celebrated. Okay? I'm serious.
Oh, that is really nice.
Awesome. I lost him, but I kept you. I won her over.
You won me. You didn't just keep me. You won me with that.
What is the Burning Man attitude?
What do you mean?
Accepted and celebrated. What did you say?
I said everyone isn't just accepted, they're celebrated.
Yeah.
Well, what about bad people?
You know what? I don't know what you're talking about. There are no bad people.
There are
at
no
Burning
bad
Man.
people at Burning Man.
Oh, really? No bad people? So if I went there with a bad attitude and made fun of people all the time, I'd be accepted and celebrated?
Obviously, like, you have to come with an open heart and mind.
I'm not going to be doing that.
All right, well, you wouldn't be celebrated.
Would I be accepted?
You'd be kicked out.
Are people kicked out of Burning Man?
Yeah, of course.
No, really?
Yeah, if you break the law, you get kicked out there.
What are the laws?
Are they
they're
different
the
laws?
same. They're Nevada state laws.
They're not like if someone asks for a hug, you have to give it back.
I mean, they're like. I think they're.
Also that. Which is actually a Nevada state law.
No,
Rule 34.
you won't get kicked out for doing something like that. But I mean, you would be. I think you would be. Looked upon very weirdly if you're like, I'm not hugging anybody. I don't want to meet anyone new. Like, why did you come all the way out there to the desert to not meet anyone?
I just wanted to prove Jake wrong, mostly.
You go there with a
such a
Bluetooth
bad
and a
attitude.
laptop and just like ignore everyone. Be on your phone the whole time.
Wearing a suit.
I was making a lot of jokes about that. Like, everyone comes up with a playa name that's always kind of like spiritual or tells a story.
What was yours?
Verizon Fios. Yo, my playa name is Starbucks.
Because I love the stars and I also love Starbucks.
And I also love the books.
Dollar bills,
And
y'all.
Verizon has fast speed, high speed DSL.
Your tent was actually giving away $10 bills. You sort of forced capitalism onto Burning
My tent
Man.
had a MiFi hotspot and Red Bull for sale.
It was that one
was
little
a
virus that spread throughout the entire community. You took down Burning Man.
Yeah, I ended up actually. It's a cashless society, but I ended up walking out with $1,100 just because I sold Wi-Fi and Red Bull. Yeah,
I made a profit off Burning Man. Don't the people that put it on make a profit?
I don't.
The sole
I think
profit,
there's-
maybe.
Because how many
there's
people you said?
68,000 people paid $400.
So it's like $28 million.
Yeah, I know. I don't know exactly. I think it's actually sort of like some kind of dark secret. I feel like there was a documentary about it.
Do you see the guy like?
But I know a lot of the money goes back into the festival, and also, I don't know if a couple people profit. I had such a positive experience. I don't mind that. Like,
You're not a burner. The fact that you said that, you really are not a burner. The fact that you said you're okay with someone profiting, I don't think you should go back. I really don't. And I think if anybody heard you
shit.
say that, I really don't think they would want you back.
No.
And your friends that went with you and want to go back after they hear that, I don't think they would want to invite
You
you
have such a
back.
negative attitude, man.
Hashtag don't invite Jake back to Burning Man.
Oh my God, it's
Start the
trending.
social campaign.
Can you imagine how awful you'd have to
Hashtag
be
no Jake at Burning Man.
to be banned from Burning Man?
oh my god, no! Yeah, it's like everyone is accepted and celebrated,
Except for this guy.
except for this guy who was just sort of a dweeb in real life. Actually, Burning Man is real life. We're in the default world. We're in the default world right now. That's the real world. It
Yeah.
exists for 7 days a year.
Oh
all right?
God! Well, how sad. For 51 weeks a year, you don't exist in the real world,
No, I don't.
and you're recording this sponsored podcast. And how does that work into your little
It's not
mainframe?
fair. Default world costs money. I'm not at fault for what happens in the default. Okay.
They subjugated me to this life of needing this paper currency so that I can eat.
within the system to take down the system
Taking it down from the inside, brother.
with sponsored podcasts.
That being said, can I get a loan? I need to buy a car and a house or something.
I heard Toyotas get good gas mileage.
Sir?
That being said, can I borrow $150 for bottle service tonight?
Bottle service. The default world sucks. So I might try to get a get a stripper to sit on my lap or some shit.
That That'll make me feel better about the default world for a couple minutes.
When was Burning Man? Shit, I should have gone. I guess I'm just going to stay here in this club.
Should we try to squeeze in one last question?
Uno mas,
One last question.
One more.
One last question.
The chant that never was.
It was too many syllables, man.
It would have worked in the world. Hey, Jake, Amir, and Emily. She knows.
Oh my god.
What should we call this lady?
Ginny?
Ginny. Ginny writes, I'm currently single and considering starting a friends with benefits situation with someone I've hooked up with in the past.
Yummy.
I'm not really worried it will get emotional. However, I am worried that having somewhat regular sex with a friend will keep me from finding my soulmate and starting fresh. Let's say I meet Mr. Right, aka Jake. Is it rude to go on?
To read that.
Is it rude to go on a first date with someone knowing you slept with someone else a night or two before? If I go out on a date and start to like the person, am I obliged to eventually tell them that when we first started dating, I was sleeping with someone else? Should I play it safe and avoid getting physical with a friend?
I love how much people overthink the sexual, like the friends with benefits thing.
Yeah. I think like friends with benefits is like just supposed to, it's not supposed to be a calculated thing.
Right.
They're not supposed to be rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. In my life, anytime I meet anyone, even if they're single, I assume they're sleeping with someone. Like, people are usually just...
But I don't think that's true. I think that might be true in your universe.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think everyone is always
world?
sleeping with someone else.
I think it's like important to like if you go on a date with someone and it feels like, oh, I might want to date this person, then don't sleep with your other friend anymore until you figure out if you want to date that person.
But you can definitely sleep with your friend with benefits like up until the night before you have another date, right?
Yeah.
That's like...
What about the third date or the fourth date?
I mean, if I started going out with someone... I'm me.
Okay, but like let's say you don't.
I mean, look at me, man.
Look at me. I've got my sleeves rolled up.
I do have my sleeves rolled up. I've been on
have
Tinder this entire time. So I don't have armpit hair?
Maybe you do. I don't know. That actually is very sparse. It's like I feel like I've seen babies sport more locks than that.
What are you talking about? This is a decent amount of armpit hair.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks like Brian's anus right now, just bone smooth, like a rubber ducky.
Brian, would you put your anus against the glass again? Do the sound.
Wow, it's like a goddamn squeegee.
That somehow makes the window dirtier.
All right, what were you about to say?
Oh, wow. What was I going to say?
You're sleeping with someone and then you start dating someone else?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you're sleeping with someone, you weren't expecting to date anyone else. And then when you meet the person that you actually want to date, like, it doesn't make it mean less that, like, you slept with someone before because you just didn't know.
But the question is, how long can you, like, shuffle?
Oh, how long?
Or, like, the intervals? It doesn't matter.
Or, like, you go on a date run with Mr. Right,
decision.
and then you sleep with someone else. And then you go on another date, and then you sleep with that guy again. And then can you go on a third date and sleep with someone else? Fourth, fifth, sixth?
I honestly think if you go on a first date and you're like, oh, shit, he could be Mr. Right, then, like, just don't sleep with your friend until you figure out if he is.
But this is also it's so subjective. It's like, just stop when you start to feel guilty enough. For me... It never happens. But for Emily, she could go on one date and then be like, oh, I'm not going to sleep with somebody else.
But how long should it take you to feel guilty?
I don't know the right answer, but like the right answer is for
because that's
whatever
an emotion I'm incapable of feeling. But
no, I mean it sounds like I don't think she's incapable of it because she's concerned enough that she's writing this email right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's concerned about even starting a friends with benefits situation because she feels guilty
for a hypothetical guy that she might meet.
But it's normal to have like a sexual partner and then like meet somebody that you like more and then phase that other person out.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also like it won't even necessarily be guilt. You might just like meet someone new and then you're like, oh, this is really fun to sleep with you. I'm not going to sleep with that other person now.
That's totally true. That's happened to me where like I'll be so into somebody that like I lose interest in another person. It's not about like feeling guilty, like, oh, I wish I could sleep with my friend, but I don't want to mess this up.
But that's the downside of a friends with benefits situation. At one point, someone's going to find someone else, and they're going to feel left out.
And then the phasing out process begins.
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
That's the risk you run when you get into that like friends with benefits situation.
Yeah. That's the what's the opposite of a benefit? A cost.
Friends with downsides. Yeah.
Friends with
consequence.
Oh.
Friends with benefits with consequences.
Yeah, you can't have a benent without the consequence.
Yeah.
You take the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits is like sort of a race to see who is going to get out of it first. It's like, all right, let's both enjoy this until I find somebody and break your heart.
No, I'm going to find someone to break your heart.
All right, go.
Would you like to sleep with me tonight? I didn't find anyone.
Yep, down.
It really is.
So you're saying she's being overly cautious because she's worried about a hypothetical situation that doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah,
exactly.
So,
I think you just have fun without feeling bad.
Have your friends with benefit situation for now.
Yeah.
Take the good with the bad.
Yeah, and just know that there will be consequences later, but they won't be that big a deal.
Right.
Do you have to let the
consequences
person know?
are never a big deal.
You staring at yourself in the mirror. Oh my God, that's part of your daily negative affirmation.
Yep. All right. Consequences don't matter, and nothing bad ever happens to you.
As long as they don't find out, you didn't do anything wrong. If a tree falls in the woods onto me and my lady never finds out, then it never happened.
Rejection is only rejection if I admit it.
Oh, man. I live in a little castle I built myself.
Firmly square in the default world.
Transvestite hooker somewhere. Some lost turret. I've been searching it for years.
All right. Good show.
Good show.
Good show.
What a show.
Solid show.
Thank you very much, Emily.
Do you have anything you want to plug? We never really introduced you.
Right. We also should have, at some point, like before this, asked you if you wanted to plug anything. So
I know. So it wasn't awkward.
We can just pause. Now. Let's take your time, and then we're going to edit it, so it'll sound like you answered right now.
Okay. But wait, I just thought of something.
Okay, so
I have a TV.
You don't have to edit this.
That was
shit.
2 weeks.
Hi, 2 weeks later, we all have beards now. I have a TV show coming out to MTV, but I don't know the release date yet. But I think it's in November.
What is it called?
It's called Hey Girl. It's mostly for young adult ladies.
That's our wheelhouse. That's our built-in demographic.
Hermione and Ginny, tune in, gals.
Hey girl, turn in.
Hey girl,
tune in.
MTV.
Damn it, 4 words and I messed it up. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Emily.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
There's a lot of stuff we never mentioned, like the fact that we have a live podcast taping in Brooklyn, November 6th at Littlefield. You can still get tickets to that. If you're in your own difficult place in your life and you want our advice, you can email us in at ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com.
Correct.
And you can listen to the show at ifiwereyoushow.com or seizethecheese.com.
Seizethecheese.com still works.
We're back.
Always will.
That first theme song, we also get theme song submissions, and that first one came from Jake Ayala, and this last one comes from some dude named Matt Gilroy.
Matt Gilroy, thank you.
So thanks, guys, and thanks for listening, and thanks, Emily.
Thanks.
For what?
I don't know.
Jake and Amir, 2 homies with the hit list, giving you advice like how to go and get you. So what you gotta do so you can handle all your business, or generally what you need to know, act like a dipshit. IfIWereYouShow.com is the place to be if you wanna get out of a jam with some expertise. In that regard, these two are both sort of beasts. IfIWereYouShow.com sees extra cheese.